Yeah, now we can see.
Okay, so this is a company, right? This Archer. They are, see this. This is the car model. See this car. This is the
Yeah.
flying thing. Yeah.
Yes.
So it will do a vertical takeoff and vertical landing. So they have
Oh,
already created six cars like that. The next year they got like order of 660. So this will revolutionize that entire industry. They're also doing a pilot program in Dubai. So I'll also share that video which they have shared with me about there's all those six aircrafts, how it takes off, how it lands. So this is really fascinating. Right till now we were thinking about electric vehicles, hydrogen car, but this is something really different. Like it's almost like science fiction's movie. So this is like a lot of companies are actually investing on this one. See United, Boeing. So I'll share in that WhatsApp this group about their videos, their process, how they are doing it, and then what is their vision. See this.
okay.
This is the car. It's like a Tesla. It will go. Everything will be go inside, and it will become like a car.
Oh,
So yeah, and then it's like vertically take off. So it doesn't need kind of a runway to run. It will vertically go up and then land it. In same area of the parking which we are seeing. So that's how it works. Like any other Tesla cars, like we see that like there is a kind of wing. It opens like that. So same way, it will go inside like this wing. Everything will go inside, and then yeah, it will see like we can see like a car. So this is really fascinating. When I saw their video, so my company got a project to implement SAP software for their six of these aircrafts, and then they will ramp up very soon. So I'll send this link. You can look at their videos. There are also a lot of videos they uploaded in their YouTube. So I thought to share in this call.
yeah, this is very nice. I think we, and you're also involved in this one, isn't it?
Yes, so we are looking for all this. See, this what we are doing here. Like there are thousands of different kinds of parts, right? Like they will buy from different vendors. So what we are doing to manage those, right? Like when they will require their parts, when they were getting like multiple orders, how it will reach out. Like we have a terminology in management, MRP, materials requirement planning, and there is an ERP, enterprise resource planning. So we are doing it ERP, and there is a package called SAP. It's more for kids to understand, right? So there are different parts: when to buy, where will you keep, how can you not lock your money, right? It's not like only keeping in those hangers. So that's why to manage all those things, and they got a huge funding from Boeing and United. It's like airline companies, and then couple of venture capitalists are also investing money in this particular technology. So it may change everything. In 2 years time frame, they will start manufacturing of like thousands of these types of cars.
Oh, that's it will be very nice that right from your village in Bihar, you can jump into go to Darbhanga by this, isn't
Yeah, think about like in
So,
Mumbai, right? You have if you are going from let's say Andheri to Churchgate, right? Like just ignore all those traffics and then you can go.
so he's uh, he's going to reincarnate like Sri Ram taking a helicopter flight from Sri Lanka and landing to Ayodhya. That's
Yeah.
what he's planning to do. So so it means that the science was available and that's true. That is possible, right?
Absolutely. That time we had Pushpak Viman, right? Like we heard about that Pushpak Viman. Yeah. So yes, so we had that, and then same thing, right? Like yeah.
Yeah.
So
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 I think Rajeevjee, what you said about the business part of it, we have also meeting on Sundays, same time and then same link. So Sunday we arrange business talk, business related.
oh okay, okay.
So you are welcome because one of the topic you brought is the supply chain management, ERP
Yes.
system, and all that. And I think there are a lot of young professionals who come to the meeting. They
Mhm.
will understand that one because
Yes.
yeah, many of us who are in the engineering business or big, large corporations, we understand, we use it, but still a lot of people don't understand how the supply
Correct.
chain works,
Correct.
and why you need to have multiple suppliers for the same parts and all those
Yes.
regions. And I think this will be a great discussion for that group also.
Definitely. Yes. I would love to join that call.
Yeah, Sunday same time, exactly the same time. On
Okay.
Saturday we are focusing on science with students, and on
Mhm.
Sunday we are focusing engineering, business management with young professionals, and
Wow.
even the students are welcome to join. So
Absolutely. Yes.
this is the objective of this volunteering group which we have here, you know. And I'm glad that you are here because we are trying to recruit as many professionals, experienced professionals, so that we can answer collectively the questions of the young professionals and young students. So
Perfect. Yes.
thank you for joining us. And I would like to recognize Pankaj for doing a great job. Do you know that Pankaj is right now in Darbhanga? He has taken time off from his vacation to his village. He lives in Pune, but right, his native village is in Muzaffarpur, and so where he has brought his family for summer vacation, and from that time he has taken time off to go and popularize these 2 days meeting of Saturday and Sunday. So right now he's in Darbhanga talking to different principals of different schools that send your students to this meeting, and
Yeah.
then he is planning to go to Madhubani next, and he will spend few days in Madhubani schools. And just for many of you that probably you don't know, me and Mallik ji Chaturanan ji, we come from the same village,
Oh,
and in Madhubani, called Sipatti. So I told Pankaj that he can stay in our village, and
mhm.
he can figure out that how from the one village, one little school he can visit. That one guy become a Bhabha Atomic Research Center scientist, another become a uh, computer hardware, electronics, semiconductor
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
researcher in America at IBM and Intel. So, you know, so I want to thank Pankaj for doing this great job because he's the man behind we all meet here every Saturday and Sunday. So,
Definitely.
Pankaj, here is the gold medal for you for doing a great job. Let us
Yeah.
clap for Pankaj. Thank you,
Yes.
Pankaj, for doing a great job. Oh, wow. Somebody did the
Thank
flower.
you.
Maybe
Thank
some
you, sir.
roses will be good too. Anybody
Thank you,
can
sir.
throw some roses to Pankaj? All right. All right. Let's continue. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for recognizing Pankaj for his great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what I will also advise, like we have kids here, but definitely if we can get also our college kids, right? Like who is struggling to get a job, how to write resume, how to do that interview preparation. We can definitely help. I can definitely
Yeah.
help them to get find a job,
Yes.
and then to be better prepared, like for interview,
Yeah.
writing resume,
Exactly.
enhancing
That's
their
what we
skills.
need. That's
Yes.
what we need. Like we need
Yes.
this is a mentoring program. It's very common in America. Here I
Hmm.
see that there are many kids who go and meet on. There is a mentoring day on that day, or bring your kids to work days. On those days, people bring their kids to work. Also, this mentoring day, there are mentoring organizations who just mentor the students to what they want to become in future. So I have seen many videos where many kids who want to become president one day, they go to White House and they spend a and president takes time on that day,
Hmm.
and he meets with all bunch of the students, and he not only that, he puts them one by one on the president's chair.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
okay, so here is your goal, one day you want to sit on this chair. So here it is, you sit down and feel about it how this chair is, and then you start working backward from there, that how you can get this chair permanently in future. So
Correct.
that's how it is. Similarly, they come to engineering offices and all that. So mentoring is very key part.
But
And I think especially in Bihar context it's very important because
yes.
we don't have the proper what you call line up, and then we lose a lot of time in between. For example, I tell you my own example. When I finished my higher secondary, my 11th or 12th, I was in the village. I had no idea what to do next. So but I wanted to become engineer, but I wasted like 2 years doing intermediate unnecessarily. I could have gone directly to engineering if somebody had informed me that this is the way you apply. So I didn't do it. So this is where we lose our precious time in life. We should and then that is how the big universities, the students like IITs, they have advantage. They already have a system in IITs. They easily come to America. They start preparing for second and third year. They already hear about it. If they want to come to America, they already talk to their senior. There is a group there like this, mentoring groups. Those who want to go to America, those who want to go to Europe or London, like that. So, big universities have that kind of environment, or who want to do a job, and so we should create that one, that people who are whatever they want to become in future, say after you are finishing your about to finish your high school or about to finish your college, what you want to do next,
Yes.
and so that you don't lose your time like me, I did it or somebody else did it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, are there questions to Rajiv ji and Amarnath ji from young people? Any question? Last week we had a huge number of young people. This week, what happened? It's because of the monsoon?
So if no question, then I simply will say that basically what we do all day long, we are solving problem. Your brain is already every day, like when you walk on the road, your
Yes.
brain is making decision and adjusting left and right on the road so that you can safely walk. So your brain is constantly making decision. Similarly, when you drive or motorcycle, you do that one. When you are doing your homework, you are constantly making decision. So decision making is very important, and in our life, it is a part and parcel of our life. But we don't know how unknowingly we are making so many decisions, and there is a science behind it, right? For example, Rajeevjee just talked about the car. We have heard about it a long time back. For 14,000 years, we know already that Rama traveled in that helicopter, which lifted up from Sri Lankan port of port or whatever it was, came all the way to Ayodhya, right? We all have learned about that story, and we never really focused on it, that how it could be possible. But look at people like Rajiv Ji who were curious, or in company, his company people, and they figured it out, and now they are going to fly exactly like Rama did it. So that is so basically, the point is that this is where science comes. Where you are the future scientist, you have to solve the problem by making right decisions all the time. You have to research. Solution is always there. We just have to discover it. We don't know that for 14,000 years we could not reproduce this. You know, like it is like you see a plane flying in the air, you know that that's the reality, but you don't know how to make yourself. But you have to put the effort to make it, and then if you do that, then you can do it. And exactly same thing what we can learn from Rajiv's example, that there was a helicopter which Rama used. So that helicopter was possible, but we didn't know how to reproduce. But now these young engineers are doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, no, but there is only one thing is there. This Pushpak Biman thing, I once pursued it. That what is written there in Shastra, but there is only one page is there, and that's a diagram. So details are not there. So people are doubting whether it was there or not. Okay, that is a side comment that I have on this one. And we have Aryan. You wanted to say about cosmic inflation. Then But before that, let me quickly.
So, sir,
Hello.
I had a question about it, but I wanted to say something on galaxies,
Galaxy,
different types of galaxies.
different types of galaxies. But before you do that, another different thing, I want to keep a promise which I said that how the radius of the history part. I promise that every time I'll talk about 2 to 3 minutes on history of science. So that is, and you had asked, Aryan had asked actually that how the radius of the earth was measured. So the history part is something like this, that about 3000 years back, Aristotle was the first person, Aristotle did many great things, of course. Aristotle was the first person who doubted that earth is actually not flat, but it is spherical. And he had an argument, he said, because of the ships which went in the sea, when it went very far, they used to find that the hull means the top part, was getting down and down. So he said, but then it is only the intellectuals who agreed with Aristotle. The common people still thought that it is flat. So it was about in 200 BC, there was a gentleman called Eratosthenes in Greece and Egypt. That time Greece and Egypt, they had almost like a similar thing. His aim in life was to create a map of the earth. But neither he knew whether the earth is flat or whether it is a sphere. You see, so what he did is, but then he believed in Aristotle. So then he said that if earth is a sphere, then there has to be a radius of the earth.
Yeah.
So, and he was in that Greece and Egypt, that area, that is Alexandria and Cyrene, some two cities which are there, which in Cyrene there was one, pit. बहुत बड़ा pit था actually. उसमें क्या होता था? People used to observe that on 21st June, no, the whole pit used to get lighted. If you know some geography, you will know that, on 21st June, Earth is just above the equator. And that city was in the equator, so it used to get lighted. So this Eratosthenes thought that if Earth is a sphere and Alexandria is a very far distance, so if he can measure suppose it is a flat, then if the sun rays falls and there is a stick, then the shadow will be, there will be no shadow if it is flat. But if it is radius, then there will be a shadow will be there and there will be an angle. So from the geometry of the Euclid, he figured it out that whatever is the angle in Alexandria, just at that time when the sun is just above the equator and the whole light goes into that pit, oh, that is the angle which the center of the earth makes with these two cities. So he got measured that thing, what is the angle. And if you know a little bit of geometry, which you will learn, I think, in due course of time. So the angle at the center of the earth and the radius and the length of the arc, they are related. So now the arc, the angle is known, the radius is not known. How to know the length of the arc? He employed a person who used to walk in a way. Suppose he walks 10 steps. So each step was same, every step was same distance. So if he walks 10 steps, that means the distance is something like, say, 10 into 220 feet. So that gentleman started from Cyrene to Alexandria. He walked all the way to measure the distance. Can you imagine this, Aryan? Then he measured, this is the length of the. So once he measured the length of the, and he knows the angle, the radius is known, and he almost accurately measured it. Almost. The radius of the earth is 6,000 something, 370 kilometers. He almost measured something around 7,000. So that was the 3,000 it was in 200 BC. So that comes out to be how much? 2600 years. The first measurement of the radius of the Earth was made. But let me just add, in 17th century when Newton came over, again people said, still in New York there are people, that is in millions, sorry, not millions, lakhs. Still people think that the Earth is flat. But then we know from the pictures it is a sphere. In 17th century when Newton came, again they wanted to measure it. Newton said that, Earth is not exactly sphere, it is something like an egg. So these people, they went to Ecuador, which is also again on the equator, to make the same measurement. When they went to Ecuador, the people there in Ecuador thought that these people are some ghostly people, and they killed one or two of them also. And two of them ran away from there. They couldn't measure it. But ultimately, it was then measured in UK. They did the similar kind of measurement with some more correction. That time, the geometry also had developed quite a lot. And people got confirmed that Earth is a sphere with so much of radius. So
Yeah.
does this answer, Aryan, your question which you asked about 1.5 months back?
Wow.
You should Google it and read few books also which are there, which gives a really, you see, even there are people in New York, they have a big group. They say that the Earth is flat. Actually, NASA is trying to fool us. I don't know in
Fantasy.
India. In
Yeah,
India, how many people believe that Earth is a sphere? I don't know really, actually.
true. But if you see, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Varaha Avatar. Right? Vishnu Avatar, if we see that Varaha Avatar,
Haha.
yeah, at that time in that Puran itself, we have this picture. Kind of. Not like exactly,
Mhm.
but in our Sanatan Dharma, right, we knew that Earth is not flat. Like we talk about Pushpak Viman, so we had that Earth is like this. That's another thought.
Yeah, actually, yeah, actually, you will be surprised that I was going through the history. I am right now also reading a book, quite a fat book, Science in India, the historical part. The trouble with our people was that they never wrote the evidence for anything.
Correct.
So like say even the Aryabhat who said that the light of moon doesn't belong to moon, it is a reflection from the sun. He never wrote, and that is a fact which people didn't accept it. But then he didn't write why he thought so. Even the solution to the quadratic equation is written in
Mhm.
one of the shastras, but then it's not written how they arrived at that solution. So
Maybe Malik, yeah, if you
Indians
see,
don't get much credit.
yeah, no, I'll give you that. See, maybe like when we had like Nalanda and Takshashila, right?
Right.
When Aladdin Khalkhili, like they burnt that library itself, like in Nalanda.
Yeah, I've
Burnt
seen
for
that.
like 3 months. 3 months. So many books we had,
Yes.
right? Maybe we lost those evidence, right? So there were evidence, like what are those books were, right?
Yeah.
So we see whatever we are learning from Western lenses, right? Like okay, everything is did like by Copernicus and I all those Galileo, and then they did everything. But we had that evidence, maybe we lost it, right? So
Yeah.
that's the theory, right? But yeah, let's see.
To add on what you guys are saying, that yes, the science was kind of, I mean, that was kind of early stages of science, right? I mean, right now we are, let's call it, I mean, it cannot be called fully developed science because we never know. Maybe
Correct.
we are only at 1% right now. We think it is 100% of the science. do, you,
Yes,
do,
yes.
you- do you know, there is a joke in this country, in when Edison was the first engineer who didn't really make a lot of things, but he patented the most of the items, and he got the royalty for that, and that's how his company was doing
Mhm.
the business. So when he was about to die, then there was a talk in U.S. Senate and House that now what is the point of having this U.S. Patent Office now? Because Edison is about to die, all the discoveries which were supposed to be done, he has already done it. Now there is nobody else like him. So why we are wasting government dollar on U.S. Patent Office? It is a question. It is something like 100 years old story. So there is a big debate that we should close it because science is done. We have finished everything which we are supposed to know and discover. So this tells you the mindset. So same way, we think right now that we know a lot, but maybe we know only so little.
Correct.
and and in the time of our scientists, when they were um, breaking the barriers and started talking about it, they didn't know how to how to communicate and what is needed to make sure that future generation will continue the research. So let's give them a benefit of doubt that they were early scientists. Whatever best they could do, they did it. And then we have to figure out the rest, and then Aryan has to figure out the even more and more, right? So that's how it goes. But another point I just wanted to make is that they did a lot of work in astronomy sense, that they gave the exact picture of constellations in Ramayana and Mahabharata so many times for different events, that all those pictures, all those constellation things now is available for modern scientists and computer scientists who can simulate it. And
Mhm.
Nilesh Oak, you might have heard Nilesh Oak. He is a computer scientist, but he is a simulator basically, who loves to do astronomical charts and all that. And with help of computer science, he has figured out a lot of things. So I would like you guys to basically, he is a kind of discovering what Arjbhat and all other people did,
Mhm.
ancient scientists, what was in Mahabharata. And he had scientifically calculated time of Ramayana to be about 14,000 years, roughly. It is 12 exact, he has exact date, 12,000 blah, 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 I don't remember it. Similarly, for Mahabharata, about 7,000 years, somewhere in that between, he has exact date. So, why it is possible now? Because those constellations were written by our forefathers, Veda Vyas or all those whoever. And now we can use it. Of course, modern Westerners are challenging it because Westerners have a problem. They want, if it is not discovered in West, then it is not a true science.
Exactly. Superiority complex, right? Superiority
Yes,
complex,
yeah,
right?
they have super.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they have. They still have it.
Correct. Right.
And not only that, I can tell you that even that one goes into established companies.
Correct.
Like for example, I have seen that in Intel. I have seen at IBM. My two major companies I work. Like in 90s, IBM was the top on the microelectronics research, computer, semiconductor. And so from, you can imagine, when I was working in 90s, there were people from engineers from Samsung, Toshiba, Siemens. They all were coming and learning in Bhavanji, Mallikji. You have seen that fiscal there. They were coming to learn from IBM how they are doing it. So there was a consortium of all these companies, and that was IBM was leading that, and all these companies were sending their engineers and money, and collectively we all, as a IBM engineer, I one of them I was, we were developing the new 64 meg DRAM, 250 DRAM, and basic microelectronics they learned from IBM, and then they went and mass produced in their countries. And so IBM at those days, engineers at IBM at those days had a kind of superiority complex, that
Mhm.
if it is something is not discovered in United States at IBM, if it is discovered something in the Samsung, this cannot be true. It's maybe they have some new ideas, but this is still, they have to learn a lot. So West has this superiority complex. I see
Yeah,
that.
it is. Yeah, every society, the people develop, some group develop superiority complex. Every
Yeah,
society.
yeah.
Correct.
Now, should we go to Arya? Arya wants to talk about the
Yes,
galaxy today.
Yes.
Yes,
please.
Arya, go ahead. Aryan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is it that you want to talk about galaxies?
Sir, I wanted to talk about galaxies. The
Yes.
the types of eh, the
Yeah, go
galaxy is
ahead.
made up of billions of stars, gas clouds, dust, and dark matter that exist together due to a strong gravitational force exerted upon them. Galaxies also have small clusters of stars. The word galaxies comes from the Greek word galaxias, meaning milky. This also inspired the name of our home galaxy, the Milky Way. As we have not explored all parts of the universe, we do not know the exact number of galaxies that still exist in the universe. The types of galaxies: elliptical galaxies. As the name suggests, an elliptical galaxy has an elliptical or egg shaped appearance and can either be flat or slightly spherical. Very rarely do these galaxies form new stars. So they mainly contain old stars. Astronomers believe that every elliptical galaxy has a black hole at the center, and that black hole makes most of the total mass of the galaxy. And the other common galaxy type, spiral galaxy, is the more common type of galaxy found in the universe. It is flat and has a bulge at the center or core known as the galactic bulge, which is extremely bright, has consists clusters of old stars. It has long arms that spiral away from the bulge. The arms form a flat disc-like structure where new forms of stars are found. They also contain many young stars. Barrel spiraled galaxies. Some spiral galaxies have a line or bar of stars and other matter running across their centers. They are further classified as barren spiral galaxies. The Milky Way is one of them. Irregular galaxies. Most galaxies have specific shapes. However, these galaxy, as the name suggests, has an irregular shape. They could, at one point, these galaxies possibly had close intact with or traveling through another galaxy, causing its shape to undergo a large alternation. The Milky Way. The Milky Way is our home, and the rest of the universe is here. It is flat and shaped like a disk. Earth is about 27,000 light years away from the core of the Milky Way. Using the Chandra Space Telescope, we have able to get a view of the center of our galaxy. Just like all barreled spiral galaxies, it has many stars and clusters at its center. The
Very good. So, good, Aryan. You have given a lot of. Are there questions to Aryan now?
Yes, sir.
If anybody wants to ask a question, can you answer that? Hello? Okay.
Yeah, you have no any question. You need to prepare one question at least every session. Yeah.
And pinkish,
Yes, yes.
pinkish
Let's
and
yeah.
earth.
Earth Apeksha, you have any question regarding science? Earth, you have no any question?
So there are no question. I have a question for Rajeevjee actually. So this flying car, Rajeevjee, what will be the reliability of this system actually?
So that's what their prototype they are doing at a testing right now. So all different types of testing, right? It should not break. Let's say if you're parking, it should not break other cars, right? Because while while going down, right? Otherwise, there will not no point, right? To like how it will fix in that, right? So those things are going right now. It's stringent testing is going on, and then but yeah, these cars are like really nice. Like if you'll see, you love it. I will send
Oh,
more details like all those videos which I got, like how it's working, and yeah, I will send that. And then similarly, actually, last year I was also checking one other in that automobile sector for the hydrogen car, like how fuel where it will change, right? Where that will fit, that kit will fit, how to convert any car into hydrogen car. Yes. I will send a couple of I created a couple of PowerPoints also on that. I will share maybe. I'll
yeah,
send it.
Uh, I have another question on the related topic. Uh, what would be the kind of speed limit for these cars in the air? And what will be the speed limit when you are in the street trying to land or take off, to go to the certain height? Second question related to this is that now you consider a air highways, invisible highway, just like right now we are using for aeroplanes. Many young kids, you don't know that there is a highway in the sky which all the air traffic controllers use it. All the planes when they are flying, they are flying at a certain height, and they are given by the traffic controllers of all over the world a kind of roadmap how they have to go. They have to maintain certain heights, they have to maintain certain path, a certain angle, and and the reason that is done so that they don't collide with other planes, because there are so many planes flying in the air. So same thing now will happen for this traffic, the new traffic which you are trying to develop. Instead of 35,000 feet high, now probably we will be in the air. So let's call it 15,000 feet high is the another uh, layer of the traffic for this modern cars which you are talking about. Let's call it air car, for example. Okay, so now my question is about the traffic control. Have the scientists started talking about how we are going to control the traffic, or this air highway, potential new highway is coming? Look at the jobs. How many jobs will be created? When I
Yeah.
hear that, oh my God, science is killing the jobs, computer is killing the jobs. No, 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 it's not killing the job. It's creating the job. Look at it. Now we are creating a new highway which we all will be using in future.
Kishore has a question for you. Hello, Kishore, please raise your question. Hello, Kishore.
So please
Yes,
unmute.
yes, sir.
Yes.
What is the question you have?
No,
No,
sir. No any question.
no. Just now you raised your hand.
Can you say something about yourself?
Okay, can
Can you
you
say
tell?
something about
Yeah,
yourself?
you have not introduced yourself.
Sorry, sir. My name is Ria.
Your name is?
Ria.
Okay. So this is
Which
your
grade?
girlfriend or wife?
Which class? Which grade you are in?
I read in class 8.
Okay. So what do you want to become in future?
A CEO.
Oh,
What is
CEO. You
CEO?
said last time.
Yes,
What
sir.
is CEO? What is CEO? Why you want to become CEO? Tell us about. Can you tell us a little bit about why you want to become CEO and what you will do as when you become a CEO?
Excuse me, Hindi.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah,
should use
sure.
maximum. Only condition is that you have to use English word in between a lot, as many as you can. So till you become proficient in English, you can speak in Hindi, but try to use maximum words of English, because this is a English learning session
Yes.
here. Okay. Chalo, कोशिश करो. Try it. Why you want to become CEO?
So मैं किसी बड़े
Yes, Riya.
कंपनी का CEO yes sir,
Go ahead.
I speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
एक मिनट मुझे दीजिएगा, म्यूट पे जाता हूँ, मैं एक दूसरा कॉल
So
करूँ, बंद कर जाता हूँ।
Riya, your sound is not coming in proper way. Please just 1 second. Riya, please.
yes sir. बनना, बस बनना है, वो कैसे भी बनूं, मेरा एम है बनना,
अच्छा,
कोई बड़े
but suppose you don't become a CEO, what would you like to become?
सर मैं ना एक मूवी देखी थी उस तो मुझे मतलब बनने का।
या तो CEO तो एक कंपनी में एक ठो ही होता है।
यस सर, तो
हमें वहां पर नहीं, वहां पर पहुंचने के लिए तो बहुत सारे ये करने पड़ते हैं। So you have to have good education, you have to have good training, you need to know a lot of science, you need to know economics, so many things you need to know. So how are you doing in school? Which is your favorite subject now?
Science.
Yeah, it is science. So you can become CEO. So science you have to do very well actually. In science, what do you like?
Yes, all new students need to talk a lot. Yes, Riya, this is your practice. Never think
Yes.
this is your exam. This is your practice. Please try
Yes sir.
to say something more and more. Never
Yes
try
sir.
to silent mode.
So basically, if you want to become a CEO, you have to develop how to think, which means that you see something, you want to understand it, how it works, why it works.
Yes sir.
Because a CEO has to know everything, a little bit of everything and properly, means proper knowledge he has to have. Otherwise, he'll make wrong decisions. So he will be removed from CEO post. So you need to know good science. By that I mean that everything that you read in science, the answers, reasoning, what is the reasoning? More important is reasoning. When you think, how to reason it out. Suppose I say, every day you see the sky is blue, isn't it?
Yes sir.
But have you ever thought why the sky is blue? Maybe you are in class 8, so next time I am going to ask you this question. Come prepared with why the sky is blue. Green, why not red? Every time we see the sky is blue.
And we seen one new student, Jaykant Kumar.
जयकांत जी कभी कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं.
Yes, Jaykant Kumar, please unmute and please say something about yourself. Jaykant? Okay, Riya, thank you. Today
Yes.
enough for you. Yes.
Yeah, keep coming, keep coming. Actually, if you
Yes,
are, if you
yes,
want to become CEO, then you should definitely come on Sunday meetings too. So you
Okay,
should
sir.
attend the both that meeting, because that is this Saturday meeting is purely on science related topics, and Sunday meeting is mainly for the business. So since you want to become CEO, you have to learn both. So left hand you learn science, and from your right hand you learn the business. Then you become, then you one day can become CEO. So you have to practice from now. So are you
Yes.
committing to come on to both days, Saturday and Sunday, to this meeting? If
Okay, sir.
if you if you keep coming to this meeting, we can guarantee you that you will become one day CEO. How about that? Is our guarantee.
Okay, sir.
All right. We'll train you enough. Good.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Very good. Good
yes,
job.
Pankajji, why
Jacant
don't you
Kumar.
give us, Pankajji, why don't you give us your comments on Darbhanga? What have you seen there?
Yes, sir.
Let's hear from
Today I
Jacant
met.
first. But let's hear from Jacant first, since
Ah,
he hasn't
Jayakant.
spoken anything. Then we can hear from Pankaj
Yes,
his plans and actions.
Yes,
Jacant, please
yes,
speak
Jacant.
up.
Jacant, please unmute. Otherwise, I will complain to your principal, ma'am.
Don't
Yes,
be
Jacant.
scared. Don't be shy. We are here to help you.
Yeah, this is your session. Jacant, all we know that you are belongs from village, so all we have a lot of problem in starting time. But we need to start few words. Yes, Jacant, please unmute. Otherwise, it's not benefited for you. Jacant, hello.
maybe if he is in the village, no, he may be having the problem of.
Network also. Yes, sir.
So, Pankajji, can you tell us